Oh, hey, there's Raj. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Hello.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, yes, do you have a question?
I do, and it's kind of a weird one.
It's all right, we're all weird.
Do you guys know after Tommy gets the Dear John letter and is sulking in the park, there's this little flashback.
You brought up the letter.
Beautiful
didn't you?
song.
You had to bring up the letter.
It's not against you.
I don't get it.
The Kimberly Dear John letter to Tommy.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm sorry, but there's this beautiful song, and that's been driving me crazy 20 years. Do you guys know anything about it? Or
The song?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Wow.
Well, now I want to know what it sounds like.
I know.
Find it.
Running away, stop running.
You know the words.
I know the words. I just don't know where to find the
Wow.
song.
Man or a woman singing it?
Yeah, is it
What?
a woman or a man?
I believe in you.
Oh.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
You know what? I
Stop
bet it was like whoever's working on it.
I'm glad it was probably Amy Jo.
It's Amy Jo, probably.
Maybe she sang it.
Maybe.
Okay, I'll find it.
Oh.
Thanks.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that.
Good question.
Yes.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, wow.
I got to follow that singing up now.
Sing.
Yeah.
Sing your question to us.
So my question is,
And our answer to you.
I want to hear the Zio theme song, man. Sing
Yeah, go ahead. Come on.
can you guys help me out?
Yeah, let's all do it together.
All right. Stronger than before.
Go, Zio!
Rangers to the core.
Go, Zio!
I forgot the next lyric.
Powered up for more.
Powered up for more, man.
Zio! Go. Powering. You're the singer. You should be singing.
I know, right?
Yeah, but the key seemed like it got so high. Yeah.
That's really high, yeah.
I just pulled my own little blooper there.
All right.
All right, go ahead. What's your real question?
Yeah, so my question is, you guys are the first group to go from using the Mighty Morphin suits to a completely new Sentai team of suits. How did the transition feel for you guys?
It was just another spandex suit, and to be honest with you,
Yeah.
it just felt the same. I liked the look of the Zio suit, though. I liked the kind of Egyptian or cog, whatever pattern it had. It was kind of
there
cool.
was some excitement to change
change
and not
it
have
up.
to wear black all the time.
Yeah, you got to be in a
Yeah,
different
we
color.
got to change our wardrobe, which was cool, you know?
Yeah.
Everything went from red to blue, so
Yes.
that was kind
And it
of...
was all like,
But you
I was
know
wearing all the Walter stuff.
Right. But you know what's weird about it is that no one like said anything about it. Like, you know, there should have been somebody that would made a comment like, "Oh, great, now I got to get like a whole new wardrobe or something," you know, because I have all different colors. But nobody said anything. All of a sudden, one day, all my clothes are blue.
Amazing, amazing.
With all the extra Sentai footage, did that affect filming at all? Since like now there was more of the old Ranger footage to use.
Well, that was certainly one of the things that
We actually shot quite a bit more, though.
We shot
did.
a lot more stuff.
They started to kind of get away a little bit more, other than the Machine Empire.
I mean, they still obviously used the footage, but I felt like Second Unit was definitely shooting a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Go Zio.
Go, Zio.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Should we do?
Really
should we do
big
this
fan. Just wanted to ask, what were some of the changes, as far as, morph changes, things like that? How was the transition of having to go from one style of Ranger going into a whole new Ranger, as far as, the new monsters, new people to have to face off against, new big baddies that you have to, new morph sequences? How was that transition? How long did it take for you to get used to?
It was just changing our clothes.
Really had to change
Like,
for us was just
our-
the morphing sequence, really.
Yeah?
I mean,
yeah.
everything else was kind of the same. It's always the same plot. Oh my God, there's a giant monster. Do we have a different name for the monster now? It's Mondo instead of Rito,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Then you bring
It
out
wasn't a
Megazord.
huge difference, because we were still the same characters.
Right.
You
We were still
know.
the same. Our personalities were still the same for the most part. So
Gotcha.
there wasn't a big transition as far as that goes, but the morphing sequence is different. And then when we go do the recording, like the ADR stuff, we'd have whole new like Zord sequences we'd have to call out.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
but that was all just done in the recording studio.
Got it. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
actually got to do a bit more than I think, in Zeo than I ever did
Yeah,
in
you've
Mighty
had some
Morphin.
good storylines and more fighting. You did
Yeah.
more
Yeah, the
fighting.
one my favorite episode was the one that was about you, the nightmare sequence you had, the
Oh,
dreaming,
yeah.
the black and white one, and I got to be a werewolf, and I'm like chasing him through the woods. I'm like, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
I remember the name of that one.
Nightmare. And
Yeah, well, I know, I remember it, but I was trying to remember the name of
It
it.
came from Angel Grove.
That's what it
That's
was,
it.
right?
Yeah,
It came from
that's
Angel
it.
Grove.
Hi.
Episode 22.
All right.
Hi, y'all. So first, Zeo is my favorite season by far.
Thank you.
But my question
Great
is actually
cosplay.
for... Thank you. My question is actually for Raja. So Power Rangers Zeo and Big Bad Beetleborgs aired in the same year, meaning you probably recorded or filmed both roles, Delphine and Jara, around the same time. What was the order of that, and how was it transitioning from one extreme of a character from bad to good or good to bad, and what was the process of that?
I gotta say, I like being a bad guy. So the transition was kind of fun. The whole thing with the team, with Alan and Kareem, we have a great friendship. Was really all of us working together on set. During that time was fantastic. When it comes down to Jara, I'm mainly ADR. I'm not in the suit. I'm the voice of Jara, so it's a whole different experience, And it was actually my entry into the world of voiceovers. From there, it just sort of exploded. And I loved it because you could play so many different characters. I do like the extremes. I like that I was, able to do a really good sort of the strong, balanced, sensible one, and then, sort of the goofier side of Raja, which he knows about all too well, So it was really fun. It was a really fun gig. I loved it. It was just one after the other. And I don't know how, honestly. I did. I auditioned for it. And they didn't expect me to. They said, you can't do Goofy. Like, stand back.
Watch this.
Yes. Really so much fun. And the characters were so colorful. It was just really great. I enjoyed that.
All right, cool. Thank you.
So nice to
Thank
see
you.
you.
You too.
Hey everyone. Did you guys realize that Zeo, the suits, were actually a military themed series in the Japanese show? And Raja, did you realize that your Japanese counterparts were actually ninjas?
I did. I was hoping there'd be another spin-off, where I could do the ninja part. Actually, somebody else told me that earlier today, and they said, yeah. He said, we really would have loved to have seen that. The thing is, I do adore Aquatar, and our little get-ups. I mean, come on, what am I going to do? I'm going to have a really big hood, But yeah, you're right on. That's exactly what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't know about the military thing, but I get like the concept of like all the mechanical.
She was shopping. That's why she wasn't here.
I get like the concept of like the mechanical stuff for Zeo, but what I never understood was why are the Zords like all Egyptian? I get it, mechanical and the geometrical shapes and everything like that. For Zeo 3 was the triangle, 2 was the bar, 1 was that, and 4 was the square, whatever. But why were the Zords like Egyptian? What's the story behind that?
Civilizations. So Old Ranger had ancient civilizations as their...
It's all ancient civilizations, but yet how come everything was so mechanical and like modern as far as the Machine Empire goes and stuff?
Was an Easter Island head.
You're an Easter Island head.
That's why I have an egg. I have an egg for a mask.
It looked like it was a tank,
Ah.
but if you look at the shape of it, it's got the brow and the nose of the Easter Island.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
And
I love
Nikia's-
Egypt, so I was
Educate
super
us,
into
please.
that.
We have no idea. I still to
cool.
this day didn't know.
See, we always learn something at the conventions from you guys. You tell us everything. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Hello. So, I'm going to be the last person to sing, unless somebody else wants to do it. The reason, though, I did want to do this, so I do like bands and stuff, and I'm in bands, and the reason that I actually started singing and studied music in college and all that was because of the Zeo theme song, and I thought that theme song was like totally badass. And so my question for you is, the first time you guys saw that theme song on the television, how did you guys feel? What was your reaction?
I didn't watch the show when we were on it. Sorry.
Well,
I didn't.
Hey, but to be fair, we didn't get to see it
We
because
didn't- yeah.
because like back then they didn't have like DVRs that could record things at a certain time. You had to either put your VCR on a timer if you wanted to watch it. But we were working while
That
the
makes
show
sense.
was on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's 3:00 in the afternoon. Well, we're still at work,
For
so
sure,
we
for
can't
sure.
watch the show. And if you don't record it, you know how are you going to see it?
What are you
I
gonna do?
did like the theme song though. I thought it was a fun little
I
updated
thought it was good,
version.
but I really liked the Mighty Morphin theme song first. So to hear that change, I felt like, oh, it's just kind of, it was a little bit.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I said, are we, you know, is it going to be less of a show now because of this?
No, it's like more of a show though.
But you know, we just hoped that it wouldn't. But we understood why, because they got to sell more toys. You know what I mean? You know, come
You gotta do
on,
what you got to do.
got to sell toys, right?
Gotta
so we
sell
gotta, you know, we ran out of all the Mighty Morphin footage, so they had to come up with a new storyline.
Well,
Makes
I'm
sense.
the only one in Zeo that wasn't in Mighty Morphin, so I was excited. I got a guitar and was rocking out in my room. I'm kidding. I was just excited. I liked the song. I didn't have anything to compare it to, so
I love it.
yeah.
Awesome. All right, so just give me like 2 seconds.
All right.
Stronger than before.
Wow.
Go Zeo, powered up for more. Go Zeo, Rangers to the core. Zeo, Power Rangers.
You better sing, boy. You better sing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alright.
Tony Bennett. Tony Bennett singing
Made
the
that your
Zeo
own.
theme
Nice.
song.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
I had a question that's been pondering in my mind. Like, we always talk about the challenge it is, just like when you're on location filming, like, say, if it's like with 80 to 100 degrees, you know, and that's the real challenge.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the general challenge. But there's no business like snow business has been pondering in my mind for years. What is the challenge to like film up on the ski slopes in those snow drifts, and you know you have to do what you usually do, the routine of filming down here, you know.
I liked it because we got to go somewhere different. So I got to go to Mammoth Mountain, and it's like a little vacation. It was.
I
fun.
don't remember going to
You
on
guys
that.
didn't go.
Oh.
It was. just
You're
me
stuck in
and
the heat,
Sentai.
Steve, at Castaic Lake. It was
just
113 degrees out.
David Yost was there, and Jason and me. Yeah. Sorry. Oh man. But it was fun. It was really fun. We had a good time. That's what she
At
always
the
says.
other end
Yeah,
of
we
that,
didn't
because
do
we
didn't
didn't
travel
actually
anywhere.
get to be so lucky as to experience the snow. Alan and I were on, deep fry? Is that what we were that one day? It was 118 degrees, and we were standing on water. Well, not like Jesus or anything, don't worry. Like, it was just, we were on plexiglass in like the middle of this like artificial lake thing, this fountain lake. You remember that? I don't know if you remember it from
I think
here.
I do.
Oh my, and the reflection. Okay, so it's 118.
Oh, that's right, the reflection. That's
Yes.
right.
Oh yes, oh my God, that was crazy. The reflection from the water literally fried us alive. And if you had seen our masks, so
like the
off to the hospital.
Oh no.
Off to the hospital, and I'm trying to be really cool and everything. I'm like, yeah, let's go. We take off the mask. It is so hideous. I really looked like I was from Ecuador. I mean, it was like
that's
literally
awful.
like John.
That's
It was
awful.
insane.
nice.
So I will take Mammoth Mountain
Yeah.
any day
Yeah,
over that.
I would
Yes.
too.
It was
That's
insane. Not hot in that sense.
But my ski double definitely made me look like I don't ski. I tried skiing at 40 and it didn't go well. So she was amazing. She was like on the Olympic team or something. So she made me look really good. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, she was so amazing.
You're not wearing the correct shirt, sir.
Wrong panel.
It's
wrong
OG.
panel.
It's OG, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I'm just messing with you, man. Go ahead.
So
What's your question?
My question is, as in Mighty Morphin, how come when you guys were morphing, you guys were always wearing the same thing and not what you're actually wearing?
Right.
Yeah, because they filmed.
Because they filmed that one. They filmed that one time, and that's it. And they used the same one for every episode.
Save money.
Save money. Save money.
It should be
Save money, save time.
Yeah.
It should be different every
different
time, right?
every time. It's like-
You could, I have long hair and turbo, and then it's short. Whatever.
That's all right.
Welcome to low budge filming. Okay,
Which
we
is
filmed
funny,
that show
'cause
for
he
about
makes
18 grand a
billions of
day,
dollars
and
off
that's
of it.
pretty low budget.
And as far as like the Zords, like how tall are they actually?
They're huge. They're like 50 feet.
Yeah, they're actually about 5'7" because that's the Japanese size of the Japanese dude that was inside the suit. So there you go. And all the buildings were fake.
Thank you.
No, but it's the truth though. Yeah, I mean there was a guy inside the suit. Yeah, there was a. I know, right? I'm breaking your heart over here. Sorry, dude. But what do you want to know? You want me to lie to you? You want the
Yes,
truth, right?
yes.
Lie.
Lie.
Steve.
The Zords, yeah. Oh, they're massive. They're taller than ceilings right here. It's incredible.
It's actually really cool to think a lot of us are taller than the Megazord, so that's cool. A question for Catherine. I'm just curious, it's kind of unique that you have the same name as your character. Was that just coincidence?
It
or
was a coincidence,
Okay,
actually. It just felt, it was meant to be my role. You know, I noticed that a lot of the Pink Rangers have K names. Like
for a long
Kimberly,
time.
Kat, then Cassie.
Right up to Lightspeed Rescue, they did.
Huh?
C or K?
Yeah, but it's a K sound, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
K. So it was just a coincidence. So I remember reading the script and going, "Oh, that's cool. I wouldn't have to. I would know my name."
It was as though it was meant to be, I think.
Meant to be.
Yeah,
exactly.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
This is for Kat.
Yes.
When you took over Kimberly's spot as the Pink Ranger, did you feel any different?
Did I feel different?
Yeah, like.
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
I mean,
was I nervous? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm like I've said this in the panel yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't know the show because it had only just started airing in Australia. So I remember watching an episode and going, just so I knew what everyone looked like and who I was going to be working with, and going, what the heck is this show about? I had no idea.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how popular the show was until I went to the premiere, and these guys were just like rock stars, and I went, oh wow, I better pull this off or I'm gonna get shipped back.
And then also,
Zordon's calling you right now.
Oh, Zordon, excuse me.
Okay.
Could you imagine like if they had the communicators now?
And
It's
then also.
oh wait, that's just my Fitbit. Never mind.
and then
God. Zordon just texted me now.
Device.
Zordon texted me.
And then
That's the
also,
command center. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
I also was curious when you had to work with Tommy, aka Jason Frank. Did you like hanging out with him? Were you nervous or?
Was I I didn't know when I came on. I didn't know them other than we were working together. I didn't know how popular they were or any of that. So we were just working together. You know,
Did you have a crush on him?
No, no.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
You guys,
whatever.
it's just you guys. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anybody else.
No, thank you.
Hi, my question is for all. What's your favorite villain?
Favorite villain?
Diva Toxin Rita for me.
Yeah, I have a few different favorite villains, but I think Lord Zed I like the most. Yeah, dude, he's like, especially like in the beginning of like say season 2 when he first came out.
Yeah, he's
like
evil.
he was like real evil. Like they had to kind of tone him down a little bit, have him Goofy and Mary Rita and all that stuff like that, so he wasn't so scary. Humanized him a little bit more because he was pretty evil. Like he was skinless and he had a brain sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty awesome.
I like the
gotta
putties.
say, I liked Hexuba because I played Hexuba. So yeah, I mean, come on, raising the dead and like all the dead beasts and monsters. Yeah, I think so. Do you have a favorite? Hydrohog, of course.
Hydrohog.
The Hydrohog.
Yeah.
There was a faucet monster in Zio.
Oh, the one that peed.
That pees on all the Rangers.
Oh, yes.
In the Sentai.
Did anybody think King Mondo was scary? I didn't really.
I didn't like
Everybody
the
thought,
Machine Empire.
He's so
I mean, he was like this portly little, like, dude with like a weird crown on his head, right? I don't know. And he had a little guy named Sprocket that hang out with him, right? Or something like that. Yeah. I mean, it was like, come on, that's not frightening. Zed would crush those guys, I think,
Yeah.
Anyway. They were scared of him. Right?
I really liked, I loved Lord Zed and Rita, but, and I got I worked with them a lot in the beginning. But I really loved Rito Repulso.
Rito Revolto.
Revolto, thank you, and Goldar.
Goldar's cool too.
Goldar,
Yeah, Goldar's
sure.
cool too.
Why did he lose
Our
his
version
wings?
of Goldar.
He had wings,
Not the
didn't
Power
he?
Ranger
And then
movie
they lost
version.
the wings. Yeah, I liked him when he had the wings. That was
Yeah. Like what? Like Nightwing or what's his name? Like the guy from Avengers. The wing-
Falcon. Falcon.
Falcon. There it is.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, are there any Rangers you guys have met at the cons that you feel like would have been a really good friend for your character or a good love interest?
Well, we've become very close to the Time Force cast, so any of them.
Any of them.
I'll take Aaron. I'll take Deborah. Any of them. We love them. So.
I was always kind of sweet on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You like the aliens?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I liked you out of your makeup and costume and stuff. The real you.
Settle down, Steve. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah.
Oh my, that's really saying something too.
It
is saying something.
Thanks.
The LGBT,
I'm always second, so thank you. Johnny, would you like to say cat too?
No.
I hate you.
Actually, they had a thing with Tanya and Adam. Like they were building it, but somebody.
They were like, nah.
They're like, nah.
They're not important.
Eh.
We'll stick with Cat and Tommy.
I think it was maybe the interracial thing.
I mean, I'm sure
it wasn't acceptable.
Not
in
then.
the years of Power Rangers. Oh, I think that was probably.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure fan fiction exists of all of these. So
Yeah. Maybe they'll explore that in the comics or something.
Maybe Shattered Grid.
Yeah.
She's dead.
Oh, she's dead. And you revive her. And then you start making out.
Right.
That'd
be really weird.
They're doing that now with Trini and Jason.
Kid show, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Thank
for
you.
your question.
Cool. Thank you.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you
Hi.
doing? So,
Hello.
Boom Studios just revealed some information regarding your character.
I just
got it. So, how do you feel about winning the whole Kimberly Cat love interest, and how do you feel about being his baby mama?
Baby mama. When I first saw it, I'll be honest, I was like, oh, that's not going to go well with the fans. But the drawings are beautiful. Did you see they're beautiful. I'm excited to see what they do with it. They kind of entertained that in Zeo that they got married and.
How does your husband feel about all this?
My husband. Let's not show him. No, so I think it'll be cool to see where they go with it, and they have a kid, and we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I'm excited.
Good
Thank
question.
you.
Good question.
Thank
Good
you.
question.
Hi, my question's for Johnny. Why do you always want Adam to die?
Don't be a hater.
It's not that I want Adam to just die. Like he's gonna walk down the street in Angel Grove and die. No, it's like, I want him to go out with a bang. I don't want them to write him off like, oh, Adam now has martial arts schools. To me, that's like, who cares? It's like, that's not that it's not but it's just so cliche. It's like, oh, I got a great idea. The Asian guy who knows martial arts has martial arts schools. Come on. It's just lame, And so I thought when they brought me back in space and a broken morpher, Adam risks his life, it would have been kind of cool to go out saving the day, But actually, those guys didn't really care, even though I did save the day. They didn't. They didn't even look at me.
Wow. They didn't even look at you.
No, they just started cheering each other on and left.
Like they did it.
And I was standing there.
Wow.
Yes.
What if,
Well, at
I'm
least you
grateful,
came back.
Space.
I just realized that I'm the only one in the Zeocast again that hasn't returned in any episodes.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't. Shut up, Johnny.
It's so nice to go back.
Whatever.
It's so great.
Whatever.
Get free craft service.
What if
I
Adam?
returned in Turbo. Shut up, Steve. No.
No, because you went back.
Doesn't count.
Everybody
Whatever.
finished Zeo, and then they went on hiatus, and then they returned.
You know what? Forget you. See, this is how it was on set. It was like siblings. We'd be like arguing, then we love each other, and then we hate each other the next day, and then we're like kissing. Oh, I love you. Get away from me.
What if Adam went on to form an awesome band?
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't lie to him.
They never
The
did
lies.
Band, did they? Power Rangers. They should have.
We should have done band.
Yeah, we should have.
We could have had the Angel Grove.
Where are you? There you are. Did you guys see I posted him singing Angel Grove to me and Karen the other day?
Who did that?
Right here.
Brandon?
No, right here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm throwing you on the spot there.
Thank you. What's your question, my love?
Hi, guys. I love Zio. It's the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My question's for Nakia. So, one of my favorite shots in all 25 years of the show is the first time that we see Tanya as an adult after the kid versions combine the Zio crystal. That shot of when she realizes, oh, Tanya, and then you stand up and turn around. It's like one of my favorite shots in the whole show.
Thank you.
My question is, was that the first scene that you filmed with them, and how did it feel jumping in with a team that already was pretty close?
I don't know if it was the very first scene, but I remember when the first time I got on set, it was on location, and I was in that African garb. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That thing kept falling.
Without an accent. We won't go there. And your question was, how did it feel?
Yeah.
I was so nervous. The only person I had met was Kat, because my screen test was with her, and she was very sweet. So I was really nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I'm walking in. I really didn't know a lot about Power Rangers. I didn't know the popularity of it. I just didn't really know what to expect. So I was really nervous. I just wanted to do my best. I remember practicing as much as I possibly could, because I think at that time I actually had the script the day before. After that, it was, you get the day of.
Right.
But yeah, I just remember being excited, nervous, and thanking God and praising God, and just there was just so much happening within me that day, but I was excited.
Well, you created an incredible character.
Thank you.
Yay,
Thank you so much.
Tanya. Yay.
And Tanya's going to be really featured heavily in the Boom comics coming up too. So.
Yes.
Really?
Exciting, yeah.
Finally, something.
What happened to Adam, man? What happened to Adam? They just
You
killed
got
him
to
off,
return.
off screen. They killed him. That's right.
You can find him down at his karate school.
Adam's already dead.
Yeah.
But oddly enough, it was me that opened up the karate schools after I left.
In reality.
In real life.
In
yeah.
real life.
Yeah.
That's different.
That's funny.
Hi, what's your question,
Brandon
love?
actually was one of my students before too, right? What's up,
yeah?
Dom? Yeah, he used to come
Awesome.
train with me at jiu-jitsu classes, right?
Oh, that's so
And
cool.
Burbank, baby. Yep, that's right. Good to see you, dude.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hi.
How was it filming the movies? You were in different location and kind of a story, but different time for the learning training, choreography, or anything. And Steve, can you say if you was it your choice to get out from Turbo, or the writer's choice? Or?
Yeah. It was my choice to leave the show. So I was actually supposed to do all of Turbo, the whole Turbo movie, and all of the whole Turbo season as well. But it was my choice to leave the show. So at that point, they were like, "Oh well, shoot, we got to come up with a new storyline."
Then
And then
kids
that's when they
come
came
in.
up with the whole kid thing and Hurt Back and everything like that. So.
Did you do your schools after that? Your
Yeah,
karate?
I had already started running my schools even before I had stopped filming the show. Yeah. Mhm.
No,
I'm not
Asian.
It's so weird. There was actually a lot that was in the script that was cut out. There was stuff explaining why our crystals were no longer any good. Like if they come in contact with water.
Oh, weird.
Like the only time you see it is when you try to morph and you fall into the water.
What are they, gremlins?
Yeah. No, we had a
Drop
whole.
water.
We were supposed to when Kimberly and Jason are in the water, or the Piranatrons show up, we go into those tubes and we go in the water and we morph into our suits. But once we morph into our suits, our powers don't work. Weird. And then there's a scene where we're crawling out and our suits are all destroyed. But they were nah. There was so much stuff that was really cool.
There were some really.
There was I Save a Mermaid.
You
There's
saved a mermaid.
Did you guys do the scuba diving stuff?
Flamethrower girl shooting an alligator. That was on the back of the cover of the original.
Did you guys do the scuba diving stuff?
No.
Yeah, there was.
no
Remember,
scuba
we had to go
dive-
take
they
all
were
those
supposed
scuba
to-
diving lessons and
yeah, they
everything
were
like
supposed
that.
to scuba dive. And
We
then
had
there
a
was whole
campfire scene.
campfire
We had a
scene.
great
Yeah.
fight. Koichi had come up with these
man.
amazing fights.
We actually did a whole other
All
fight
cut.
Yeah, we did.
on the boat. Yeah.
We did.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys will never see it.
Creatures.
Maybe you'll get it on the Blu-ray.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Richie.
Hi.
Okay, so let's pretend that Ernie decided to open up an actual bar instead of a juice bar.
Oh, yeah.
And he named drinks after each and every one of you. What's in your drink?
What's in it?
What's in the drink?
Oh, wow.
I want to order a Zero Ranger too.
I need the vodka
I
on
don't
the
know.
rocks.
Yellow
Vodka on the
mellow?
Rocky.
Is that something?
Vodka on the rocks with lime.
My drink.
Oh, man.
What's? Do we have to think
Actually,
of the
can somebody
name?
go get me one of those,
See,
please,
mine
right
would
now?
be, it would be something very Asian.
Sake?
It'd just be like sake. Hot sake. Hot sake.
Hot
I'll take
sake
the Adam
it,
Park.
sake it to me.
Sake to
Might
me.
be like what is that? Yellow mellow something
Mellow yellow?
mellow
If
yellow.
it's yellow, let it mellow. What?
That was a good question though. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. For your role in Zio, did you guys watch any of like the Japanese footage to get into like the characters and all that?
To get into it, no.
No, we didn't watch too much of the Sentai stuff back then. Well, because back then it wasn't dubbed or anything like that or subtitled. We just had straight like Japanese footage and we didn't know what was going on. I'm like, this show's way different. This is weird.
Johnny, you watched a lot
I
of
did
yeah.
watch some though. I mean, because I only watched it because I thought I started getting bored and I wanted to like maybe write. And so I went upstairs and I was like, yeah, I want to try to write an episode. And then they pull out this box of like all these tapes of the Sentai series. It's like, yeah, take as much, you have to write to be able to take as much footage from the old series, but then write around it all your characters. I was like, okay, it seems easy, And so I started watching and, a few episodes, but one of the episodes was this faucet monster that, the Rangers are looking in this warehouse and the faucet monster turns around and is like, and starts spraying the Rangers. And the Rangers are like, water. And then it's like cuts back and forth. And then the Rangers again, like in the water, and it starts turning like a brown yellowish. And it cuts back to the monster. And the monster has now unzipped his pants and has another faucet and is now peeing on the Rangers. And that was when I realized that the Japanese show is very different.
Hence, that's why I said this is weird. It's like way weirder than what we're.
So bizarre. I was like, man, if that was in our show, like they already had trouble with kids fighting each other. Now the kids are gonna be peeing on each other. Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you notice how like they skipped over the train rangers, like the ones of the rangers of the train.
Yeah.
Because when the whole Megazord comes together, that one train just opens up and shoots right out like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
They can't. Yeah, they're like, we can't use this one. Just skip over that whole Ranger series.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi. Who would you like to see your characters fight on any Disney villain?
A Disney villain?
Yes. The Zeo Rangers versus any Disney villain.
Well, Maleficent would be like Rita.
I was going to say Maleficent.
I said it first. Hello.
Get your
Just
own.
so in sync.
Get your own
Now I
Disney
got to think of something else.
I would say.
You don't say, man. I don't know.
Maleficent.
I don't know. I had to think about that.
Disney villain.
I just thought about the is it the mermaid? I don't know her name. The fat
Ursula.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I like Jafar myself.
Jafar.
Yeah, he would be a good one. Jafar would be.
What about the guy from Princess and the Frog? What was he? The voodoo guy. Yeah, Shadow Man.
Yeah, Shadow Man.
That'd be cool. 'Cause
Who?
he's-
Why? Why would it be for my character?
Because your character's from Africa. Mine would be something from Mulan.
Naturally.
This show was like that. It was so racist. Come on. I had like a whole lantern episode. Come on.
That's funny.
All right.
I would go with Cruella de Vil because I'm anti-fur.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes. No fur. No. Cruella
awesome.
de Vil. Although I sound a little bit Cruella de Vil-ish, don't I? I'm evil that way.
Oh my God, I would
What
have
was
said
that?
Maleficent.
Live action. There you go.
Yeah.
Cruella.
Can I say Maleficent?
I voiced Maleficent. I did,
yes,
I did the game, yeah.
Oh, that's
See, that
cool.
evil thing runs in my veins.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
Hi there, guys.
Hi.
So I had a question for you guys. When ASJ came back onto the series, how was it like working with him? How did the dynamic change, him coming in as the Sixth
Austin
Ranger?
St. John. Took me a while.
Yeah, sorry. Austin St. John.
Was that Amy St. What? Johnson? I thought it was Amy Jo
And
Johnson.
then how was it also, working with two of the original cast members? Was it a weird dynamic, having the pressure of them being the originals? I know, even though they came on to the second series.
No, I mean, I think I remember thinking, wondering how it was going to be because now you've got like the old leader and the new leader. Like I remember, I was like, "Oh, it's going to be good." Get my popcorn. No, I remember thinking it might be a little awkward because they both kind of played a bit of a leader role, the Gold Ranger and the. But Austin was great. He was really nice to work with.
I wasn't worried about it. But the thing was, we were already all friends way before anyway. Because even though we didn't work with them on film, we hung out with those guys all the time. Because
they had parties.
all the stunt guys were all friends with all of them still.
And he
other
lived
people
with
that-
Denny. And
Danny Wayne and Austin and Walter
Oh, yeah.
all lived in the same house together, and they used to have parties there all the time, and we always all went and everything. So everybody was still a family. So once he came on the set, it was like no big deal. We already knew him, and we're already comfortable with him and everything like that. So it was no big deal. Yeah.
I was the new kid on the block, so I had no idea. I mean, they were all on, like I said, on Mighty Morphin and had met each other and hung out and everything. So I really didn't even. I hadn't seen Mighty Morphin, to be perfectly honest. So I didn't. I had just was told about him coming, and he was cool, really nice, still nice today.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for asking.
You're welcome.
I know that a few of you guys have some photo ops to go off to, so I just want to get a quick round of applause for our Zeo and Alien Rangers. Thank you all very much.